Hello, hello, and welcome to Thriving Through Testimonials. It's Cassie here, and this is a topic I really got excited about putting together for you. I have taken several classes on the best way to give testimonials, why you want to get testimonials, and I've crafted the best of all of my workshops to put together some great advice for you. Now, we all love when people tell us, oh, you did a great job. We loved how you did this or that, because we love making a difference. Whether we make candles and somebody really enjoys them and they set the mood for the perfect evening, or whether we're a life coach or, in my case, clinical hypnotherapist who also does life coaching, and you get somebody that says, you really changed my life. I'm seeing things in a whole new way. The possibilities are endless. Those things make us feel good because we want to make a difference. And even though that feels good, sometimes it can feel unnatural sharing that with other people because we don't want to feel like we're bragging. But when we have testimonials and other people bragging for us, then it just makes it easier to attract people to us and make an even bigger impact. But one of the things is, it might seem simple. I want testimonials. How can I do that in a natural way? But not all testimonials are created equal. So, we're going to talk about the components of a good testimonial, one that will convince other people to come to you, to trust you. We're also going to talk about how to get them more easily, more naturally. And once we get them, how do we use them? And why should we give them? Giving them can be so important it in so many different ways, and we're going to dive deep into that. So I ask you today to just be open to the things that you're hearing and listen as if you've never heard anything on this topic before. I find when I empty my mind, instead of going, oh yeah, I've heard that, and I start thinking about where I already know things or how it relates to other things that I know, and then I tend to miss things. So I ask you to listen as if you know nothing. I know that's when I get the most out of any workshop or any training that I go through. So do that. And pause this video anytime that you wish to if you want to stop and take notes or expand upon different things. And do reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to get your feedback on this, on any questions you have, because that way, if I ever put it together again, it helps me do an even better job. So I'm open to all of those things. And I'm just going to go ahead and bounce the slideshow on here. And the reason I do that is because I know a lot of people say, oh, a slideshow can be a crutch. But to me, it gives you not only being able to talk to me, but it also not just what I'm going to share with you, but it's also going to help you if you're a visual person. I know I like seeing things because if I see things, I kind of absorb it a little bit better. So I want you to be able to see things as well as hear as we go along. So with this, I like to start everybody off knowing what is coming. The introduction, a little bit about why this is important, why you want to get testimonials, aside from the obvious reasons. Some of them will be obvious. And even if you know why, the impact that it can create by having them is important to know too. Why you want to give testimonials. And once we get through the why to give and get them, we're going to go into the effective format for both giving and receiving testimonials. We're going to break it down to each section one at a time, and then we're going to put it back together again, and I'll do a couple of sample testimonials. Then we're going to jump into how you can ask for and get more testimonials and how to use these testimonials, and then we'll come back and wrap it all up. And I'm going to go full screen here so that way we don't have the background distracting in any way. Now, I know it seems obvious, oh, getting testimonials is good. But when you understand why it is good to get testimonials and in what ways, then you understand how you can utilize those testimonials to let people into your world so that they can trust you more, so that they can know that it's a good idea to work with you. And then you can impact them as well with whatever you're teaching or sharing or whatever product you have that's going to make a difference in their life. But it's not enough to just have people saying, oh, wow, you're great. because people don't know, what does great mean? How does that benefit me? So we're going to go into how to craft the ideal testimonial, and then also why you want to start looking for opportunities to give testimonials as well. So why you want testimonials? We're going to go through that obvious list here. Credibility. If I tell people I'm really good at what I do, and I know this because I see the transformation of my clients, huge transformations, but coming from me, it doesn't have as much credibility. Coming from somebody else, it does. Because why would they say that? Especially if they're a good friend of yours, it'll have a little credibility because, hey, you're a friend. Of course, you would say something nice. But if it comes from somebody that you've worked with that you don't know that well, then it's going to have even more credibility. So it's important for that whole credibility factor. And what about trust? If I can walk into a relationship with somebody, trusting them before I've even met them, how much more effective is that relationship going to be? And vice versa. If somebody comes to me knowing, hey, I've had 10 people tell me how amazing you are at transformation, or how wonderful your group is, your spiritual alliance group is. When people know that in advance, they're going to come with a degree of trust. And that degree of trust will allow them to get more out of our relationships. It also validates your claims. On our webpage, we put things on our postcards, on our cards. When we're doing that soft introduction of people, that soft, here I am, here's what I do, we always put on there the benefits that we have, why people want to work with us. However, when you have testimonials, that validates your claims, and it again increases that trust factor. Relatability. Now, what I mean by this, and this is very important, if you're a massage therapist and somebody's been having sciatica problems and you've worked those out and you get a testimonial to that, then anybody that has sciatica problems is going to know you're the person to go to. If I have plantar fasciitis and you've helped me with that heel, you've worked that heel, and now I'm walking again, that's going to be a matter of relatability. Anybody with that issue is going to relate to my testimonial, and they're going to want to see you simply for that one thing alone. Everybody else could be great masseuses, but they're going to want to see you because you know how to handle that. So relatability, emotional impact. I was at the lowest time of my life. I couldn't see a way out. And then after working with Cassie, I noticed this shift in myself. I started becoming more empowered. I started making myself the hero in my own story. And when you've got that going on, somebody else who's in a ditch, in a hole, who's really in a low point is going to relate to that. And they're going to want to connect to you because they're going to want to get that same result. So the emotional impact. And then there's always skeptics. I know I've become more skeptical than ever before because I've dealt with people who make these grand claims, but they don't back it up. So now I want to know, who are the people that are recommending them? Where have you had your success? And it's a good thing to be skeptical. I want people to be skeptical because then when they come to me, they know they're in this circle of trust. They're in the zone where they're going to be safe, where they're going to be loved to their greatest ability. So it is good to be able to overcome skepticism through testimonials that you've gotten. Also, different perspectives. One person might look at things one way, about, okay, I need help with this, and somebody else might need help with that. Maybe candles, if somebody's making candles, maybe for one person, it was a healing journey. Maybe for another person, it just decorated their office in a feng shui that they really like, and that's a different perspective. So different people will have different perspectives, which is why we want a lot of testimonials. You also want people to highlight the benefits. So we'll talk about asking what the benefits were and then getting testimonials to highlight the benefits that you're trying to put forward. If you had a really great workshop and people said, "Oh, I really got to know myself," but the person doing the workshop wants to promote the storytelling, then she might ask you, "Could you please talk to how this benefits you in storytelling?" And then use that part of what you say as your testimonial. Improved client acquisition and retention. Not only when you get new client will you get new clients from testimonials, but if I'm a client and I keep seeing more good testimonials popping up about somebody I'm working with, I think, wow, I made a smart decision. Definitely. One moment. Also, brand reputation. It's going to increase your brand reputation when you have a lot of people that are raving fans. And it increases your SEO and online presence. So if you're adding these to your website and you're putting SEO in there, every time you add a video, it shows that you're an active website. And every time you put descriptions in there that match your keywords, your hashtags are put in there, then you're going to be upping your SEO presence and your online presence. So those are why. We're going to get into how in a second, but why do we want to give testimonials? Yeah, I know. It's like, well, it takes time out of our day to write a testimonial. We have to think about what to say. And we're a lot of times people are so busy working their own business that they forget the value of giving testimonials. Now, for me, the first thing is because I like to put people up on a pedestal. I find that I feel the best and do the best when I'm elevating others. That's just me. It's a good karma thing. I love sharing good things about people. And but let me jump to my list. Networking and relationship building. Not only does it help me with connecting with more people and relationship building, people do appreciate that. They appreciate when you do that, and they might even give you that referral back or that reciprocity. Reciprocity, yes, that's the word. By giving you a testimonial for something that you've done. It gives you public recognition. If somebody puts my testimonial on their website, my name is out there. And if I'm allowed to have a website on there and my picture on there, that gives me more visibility. So it gives me expertise and authority. Hey, they wanted to use me on their website. I just got an email from somebody who's kind of a big deal, or he looks like he's kind of a big deal, and he's worked with some big deal people. And somebody that I know and that I've worked with, her name is up there is giving a reference. And I'm thinking, wow, if she's up there with a video testimonial, then she probably gave a good testimonial, but also she's held in esteem by this person that I hold in esteem. So it raises her authority and expertise in my eyes because she was chosen and selected to be one of the testimonials on the homepage of somebody who works with people like Will Smith, like Matt Damon. And so that's kind of cool. Not only that, you get to contribute to somebody else's success. And to me, that's really kind of a cool thing. It's not just about what we do that's successful. It's about how we can help other people be successful too, because that in itself is a success. Definitely. You create support in a positive community. And I know that our Spiritual Entrepreneurs Alliance, which is where this will be hosted after it gets done airing publicly, that's what I want. I want a positive community where we build each other up, we raise each other up, and we do that by elevating each other. And it also allows you to reflect on your own personal growth. It enhances your brand. It improves your communication skills. Showcasing gratitude. You know how much I love gratitude, definitely. And it allows you to give influence and impact. So you definitely want to, and when I show you how to construct that testimonial, you'll know how you can utilize this not only as the right thing to do, a good thing to do. I love to do it because I love edifying people. I love building people up. But it doesn't hurt if I can do it in a way to where it gives me an advantage. It does something good for me because I always believe in that win-win. The most effective format. All right. And please, this is the most effective format that I've found. I welcome your feedback if you know of ways to enhance this to make this better. I always want to take everybody's ideas and suggestions so that what I bring to my people, the people in my circle and tribe, is even better every time. So, suggestions, ideas. But as far as I've worked, this is the best format that I've ever seen. And you start with, what is your name? What is your title? And what do you do? It's great to say, hi, this is Cassie, and so was wonderful. But here, this gives you an opportunity to speak to what you do, how you serve. And this isn't just good for you, but if you're in a profession of service, it shows that other people of service find this person testimony worthy, worthy of your testimonial. So, your name and what you do, your most recent interaction. You want to say, I was just with so and I learned so much. So, you want to say that's important because it's the link between you and that person. So, I've just spoken about me. This is the transition from you into talking about this other person. So I just, whatever your most recent interaction with the person you're giving the testimonial for is, and then you're going to jump to, what are three things that they're good at, three ways they have benefited you, or three ways that they will benefit the person listening to your testimonial. Then you would have come up with a summary of why they should work with that person and a call to action for them to actually connect with that person. And then who you are in case they want to connect with you. Now, if that's not appropriate, then somebody might cut that off of their website. But again, you're still up there with who you are and they see your name and possibly a link to your website if the other person wants to make it a win-win. I know that when I start developing my testimonials page, I've got a lot of great reviews on Amazon. I'm sorry, well, on Amazon for my books, but on Google, on different websites, and on my own website that people have given me. But when I actively start looking for video testimonials, both for my amazing spiritual alliance group as well as my hypnotherapy practice, I'm going to get video testimonials and I'm going to put a person's, well, if it's a video, it'll just be the video with their contact information and their website below it, making it a win for them as well. If it's a written testimonial, then they'll get their picture if they want it, along with a website where you can connect with them, their name, their title, and a website, because I want to make it a win-win for everybody. Again, that's that whole elevating others up. And I do believe that that's the fastest way to success. So again, and then you end with who you are. So people know who you are, they can connect with you. Again, if it's not appropriate, if the person doesn't want to use it, they can cut that off, but always have a call to action of how they can connect with you further as well. So let's break this down. If it's me, I might do, hi, I'm Cassie Eubank, clinical hypnotherapist and founder and CEO of the Spiritual Alliance. Or again, we might craft our title depending on who the audience is. If I'm at a book workshop or a place where they're hiring speakers, I might jump into, hi, I'm international speaker, author, and clinical hypnotherapist Cassie Eubank with a great share. You're going to love whoever I'm talking about. So think about the audience that's watching this, and you can modify your title accordingly because so many of us wear so many hats, don't we? So for a video testimonial, that's what you're going to say. If it's a written testimonial, generally they're just going to put your name underneath and you just let the person know, hey, put my name and this is my tagline here. And you would put something to this effect there in a written format. How do you know the person? So I'm giving you several examples with wonderful people in our tribe. So if I might say for Irma, I was just listening to Irma share her problem solving strategies during the summit, and I was blown away. Again, here's a transition from this is who I am, and this is who I'm about to tell you about. Or, oh, I just had the most amazing massage from Laura Diaz. I'm a new person. And that is the truth. These things are all true. So I I just read the most amazing book, Love Arrested by Dora Vilk Shapiro, and I could hardly put it down. I just heard Sheila Finkelstein sharing about the importance of creativity for staying sharp and young at heart. And I'm seeing things in a whole new way. Or I just finished another great mastermind with Cassie Eubank as part of her Spiritual Entrepreneurs Alliance membership. And I just have to share why you need to be a part of this group too. I'm getting choked up. I love our members. I truly do. And I do want to have a thriving tribe. So if you're not part of our group, ask me how you can be. Side note there. And then we want to jump into three great things about them. And in this case, if you want a testimonial, you might say, these are the things I want to be known for, and give them a list of 5 or 6, and then have them pick the ones that resonated with them. Because you want a testimonial that is, true, that how you did impact people. And we will tell you a little bit about how to coax people to get what you want out of that testimonial. So if it were Irma, you might say something like, I'm so grateful to Irma. I've been struggling to keep up, feeling overwhelmed. I would figure out one problem and 10 more would crop up. With the simple and effective strategies she shared, I already know my life is going to be so much easier. Best of all, by implementing her solutions, I will enjoy greater customer satisfaction and retention, better communications with my team, and a better bottom line. Thank you, Irma. Now, in something like this, those might be some of the things that she wants. And it's really true. She's amazing at that. But those are the things that we talk about, the things that how they can help you, how they're going to benefit you. And moving on. Ah, yes, Laura, one of my favorite people to give testimonials for. Because seriously, she comes to your home. She does it in your house. It's amazing. And she's so good. I could go on forever about Laura, but getting massage from Laura is truly a gift you want to give yourself. Her hands know exactly where to go to ease all the tension in my body. And the way she finds and works the pressure points is a healing experience. I just float away when she's done. It feels like my mind, body, and soul are in perfect bliss. Oh, perfect harmony, blissfully happy. Now, if you have a particular ache or pain, definitely talk about that. Or if you're a massage therapist and somebody had a pain that you worked on, how is that now? Great. Well, what would you say on a scale of 1 to 10? And say something about that. That's the relatability. That way other people know that if they have that problem, Laura, is there a solution? So this is a wonderful way to get these points across. Sheila. I went to Sheila's workshop to explore my photography skills, and I got so much more than I thought was possible. We did learn how to frame pictures, catch the light, and capture incredible shots. But we also learned how to look with our hearts as well as our eyes, how to enhance the pictures that we take, and how to share these photographs as a legacy of our creations. And again, another reason why I'm kind of reading these slides here is because pause this at any time. If any of these things are things that you want to jot down or, take with you to expand upon. So pause me anytime. I'll be here as soon as you hit play. Or for me, Cassie is a warm-hearted leader who always finds meaningful experiences to share that elevate our group. One of my favorite things about this group, if she's talking about Spiritual Alliance, are the 4 healing sessions each month that keep me at my energetic best. We also get so much direction and clarity from the 2 masterminds each month. Ideas and feedback we get help us live our best lives. We also have informative guest experts, meditations, and videos in our membership library. So we have the resources we need to live better in every way. In every way. I'm covering myself up on here. But basically, I would just want people to speak to, yes, we do have a lot. I want people to be energetically feeling good through the healing sessions, through the connection with spirit, through the music, through all of that healing. But I want to be able to mastermind with what's going on in your life. How can we help make things better and support each other? And then we've got a host of experts to help us elevate our life in every way. And even though I'm so proud of what I've put together there, this whole sense of love and belonging and support, that's what our group is really about. And that's what I would want people to convey in a testimonial about how people are loved to their greatest potential. Anyway, enough about me. So then we would go into a summary of why people would need to connect with that person. So we want the call to action to take them one step further. You definitely want to connect with Irma to rev up your problem solving skills, set up systems for success, and get more peace of mind in business and in life. Laura, seriously, call her now. Your mind, body, and soul will thank you. It truly is a transformative and healing experience. Sheila, make sure you check Sheila's event page now so you can get in on her next workshop. It will open up your creativity and connection to spirit, as well as your heart and your eyes. Spiritual entrepreneurs, I cannot suggest this wonderful group enough. And it's not just the group, it's the people in the group. Oh my gosh, we've got the coolest, kindest, most loving people. And when you're in our group, you really belong, that you're going to be loved. This is a group that listens to you. This is a group that we grow for you and because of you, and we want you here. Anyway, you belong with us. The last line, so true. So it's all about you at the end. So this is Cassie. And, this is Cassie, and I'd love to connect with you further too. You can reach me at XYZ, and I've got a freebie for you if you pop over there now. Again, you want that call to action. You want to connect with more people too, if it's appropriate. Some testimonials are being put on sales pages where they want their next action to be in their program. So we don't take advantage of that by redirecting them in that case. If it's just something on the webpage and they don't mind that, then that's fine too. So all of these things are important, but make sure that you've got a reason for them to connect with you further. And the All About You. This is Cassie Eubank. I would love to make a deeper connection with you. Please visit me at CassieEubank.com and claim your free copy of Master Your Emotions, Master Your Life, my best-selling ebook that will change the way you live and love your life, which actually is in edit right now. So if you go over there, I've got lots of other things that'll be coming soon. And if you're watching this further down the road, it'll probably be ready. And I've had so many requests, but I'm redoing it to make it better, which is why I always ask for suggestions and feedback. And if you're feeling like you're not living your very best life, call me now and we can look into what you need. Feel better, do better, live better. That's one of my taglines. Feel better, do better, and live better. Putting it all back together. Sample testimonials. Hi, I'm Cassie Eubank, clinical hypnotherapist and founder of CEO of the Spiritual Alliance. I was just listening to Irma Perone and share her problem-solving strategies during a summit, and I was blown away. I'm so grateful to Irma. I've been struggling to keep up, feeling overwhelmed, and I figured out, and as soon as I'd figure out one problem, 10 more would crop up. With the simple and effective techniques that Irma shared, I already know how much easier my life is going to be. Best of all, by implementing the solutions she laid out for us, I'm going to enjoy greater customer satisfaction and retention, better communication with my team, and a better bottom line. Thank you, Irma. You're definitely going to want to connect with Irma to rev up your problem-solving skills, set up systems for success, and get more peace of mind in business and in life. This is Cassie Eubank, and I'd love to make a deeper connection with you. please visit me at cassieubank.com and get your free copy of Master Your Emotions, Master Your Life, my best-selling book, and connect with me if I can help you in any way. Nice and easy. So, how to ask and get more referrals. So many times we don't want to ask, oh, could you say something nice about me? Oh, say something good about me. Um, I I know I'm not the only one because I have clients that actually come to me saying things like this too. And I think that sometimes we just don't want to seem needy, like we're asking them for something. They've just paid for our service and now we're asking them to do us a favor. But truly, it's not just doing us a favor, it helps solidify the results that they got. If I've got a client and I don't ask them at the end, how much better do you feel? Sometimes they walk away feeling good, but then they forget. We want them to remember the benefits they got with us because when they're focusing on the positive, they're going to get more positive. They're going to be less likely to revert to the issue they came in with. If you're a mindset person or a life coach, they're going to be staying in the positive because that's what you're emphasizing. That's what you're asking about. So it does them a service to give you a testimonial, to ask them what those things are that benefited them and how much better they're feeling. Now, when you're asking for testimonials, if you're doing a Zoom presentation, then all you have to do is say at the end, we're going to go around and ask each person to ask me your takeaways. What were your takeaways? What was your number one takeaway? Um, what were three of the best things that you learned today? How will this make your life easier? Those are questions to open them up and give them that question and then give them a couple of seconds to think about what they're going to say and say, maybe jot down what were the three big takeaways and then ask them and go around the room. Now, what you can either, if you're going to do video testimonials, that's where you say, okay, I want each person to look at the camera and go through that script, kind of that formula that I laid out for you. So if you're at a workshop where at the end you can have people stay and each do and have an assistant there to get video testimonials from people, perfect. That's a beautiful thing. And you can use those on your website. You can ask people to do video testimonials, kind of giving them the formula. Please say who you are, how we connected, three good things about me that would lead people to want to work with me, and then how they can, why they should connect with me, that little summary, and sign off with your name. So if you're asking for that that video testimonial, give them that template and let them use that and video record it, kind of like I'm recording now, but obviously not with a background there. If you're in a Zoom call, brilliant strategy. Ask people their takeaways, go around the room. If you've got 10 people in the room, perfect. Make sure anytime you have a workshop, you have the next day off. Don't do the workshop and move on. Take that day not to recover, but to maximize your workshop. The workshop isn't over when you say goodbye on the Zoom call. Take those video testimonials, take those things that they said and say that Robin said, Sheila was amazing. I couldn't believe the way that she asked the questions that really turned my mind around. And I love my new way of being, my new way of seeing things because of her workshop. If she says something like that, or the three takeaways that I got were more connection, that I need to get out more, and how, whatever those takeaways were. And then Sheila, the next day, would craft up a testimonial. In Sheila's workshop, I learned this, this, and this. It really changed my life. It really XYZ. And then send that over to Robin. Robin, this is one of the things you said. I'd really love to feature you on my webpage, or I'd love to use that as a testimony on a sales page. Let them know that you want that you want to use it. And if you can make it a win-win, if this is okay with you, feel free to modify it to suit your words. But if this is okay with you, can I use that along with your picture and your website on my website? This will give you a backlink and hopefully provide a benefit for you as well. They didn't even have to write it. They didn't have to record it. but you've got a testimonial. Make it easy for people to give you a testimonial. If you've got a Google page, get a QR code and put that on the back of your business card. Could you please just QR this? It'll take you straight to my Google page and write me a quick review. I'd like you to point out 3 things that I've helped you with. Or we just talked about 3 things that I helped you with. If you could point those out, that would be really great. Let people know what you want. So if you have a Zoom call, transcribe it, get their permission, and tell them what's in it for them. If you're asking for a Google review, get a QR code. Make it easy for them to just scan that, go over there and type it up, and let them know what you want. Now, how can we use these to our advantage? Yes, we can put them on our website. We can put them on our sales page. We can do a video montage just for fun, a video testimonial. She's great. She's this, and make it fun and funny so that people want to watch it and stay engaged. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? How fun would that be? Memes. And put your heart out there. There was a time I was so low. I was so beaten down. I didn't know how I was going to pick myself up in the morning. But I learned and I did this and I did this. And now it's so rewarding to be that hand that reaches down to lift others up, which is why I love and hold my clients so dearly. And I'm so proud when I get a testimonial like this. Relatability. Or what about a featured client? Ask a client if you can feature them. If you don't have something where they're sensitive about coming to you, I know not everybody likes people to know they go to a hypnotherapist. They want to show people that they're strong on their own. And that's okay. However people want to, as long as I make a difference, that's really all I care about. But if you're in a business where people would be glad to talk about you, select a featured client. Or, it could be every week, it could be every month. But this is what this client says about us, and this is how you can connect with them. Show appreciation. The best way to get testimonials, the best way to be able to use those testimonials to bring more people into your circle so you can help more people, is to make it easy for them, let them know what you need, but most of all, give those testimonials, edify other people, have featured clients, show appreciation for others. And I'll go back to Bob Berg. He's amazing. That's why I love his whole Go Giver program. The more you give, the more you get. And we don't do it to get. But boy, it's a nice side effect from doing something that just feels so good, giving and lifting others up. So that is the best way to do that. In summary, when you get good testimonials, you get credibility, trust, and more people to serve. When you give good testimonials, you get good karma, it strengthens relationship, and you get visibility and name recognition. Nothing to sneeze at there, huh? So I want to thank you for joining us today. And if you want to reach out further, you can find me at Cassie@CassieEubank.com. You can reach out to us at CassieEubank.com/SEA, Spiritual Entrepreneurs Alliance. But we are not just entrepreneurs. I've had people that are saying, but I'm retired. I'm like, are you a kind soul? Are you willing to be there for other people, to love people to their greatest, to see the best in people? Then this group is for you. Whether you are a business person that wants to be elevated, to learn skills, which we will help you with the skill set, whether you want the mindset to succeed, we can help you with that too. But more importantly, we're just a community of people that love to lift each other up. So please reach out and join us. And for a little bit more on that, if you want, this is going to be aired in public and then retired to the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Alliance, their dashboard for our members. So if you want lifetime access to this and other educational teachings, and to connect with high vibe souls that will support you to your greatest abilities, then go ahead and join us over at the Spiritual Entrepreneurs Circle. Thank you so much. Have an amazing night. And I do welcome your feedback. Reach out to me with any feedback, any ideas, any inspirations. Thank you.